90s as well, yourself and D-Rock actually joined the brother-sister duo Len. I was wondering, how did you guys initially meet Mark and Sharon? And of course, what's the story behind joining that group?
Well, we were during the hip hop groove shit. Uh, Mark and Sharon both lived in Halifax at that time, and we would do shows with the group Glenn, which was only just Mark and Sharon. Mark and Sharon, as they would just play the guitar, and Mark would play the guitar and sing, and Sharon would just sing. That was their group. That's what Glenn was at that point. And we would do shows with them as another group on the show. So we met them, and then we started doing shows with them all the time because we smoked hash all the time. They loved smoking hash, so we smoked hash with them. Right?
And also as well, I noticed as well when yourself and D-Rock joined the group, that's when they switched to a more like kind of hip hop popish type stuff, man. That's when things really started picking up, was around the You Can't Stop the Bum Rush days.
Yeah, 100%. Once they met us, then they became a different thing, right?
Because I remember as well when I first discovered you, it was 1999. You did that I made a post about it last night, and I'm just kind of like stumped right now. But there was a little talk show that they had, a night show they had on the Comedy Network, man. And when I saw you DJing on that show as a kid, I was like, fuck, man, that's what I want to do. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just your scratching on that little performance, man, was absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah. There's a lot of fun house times like that, too. You know what I mean?
I still gotta say though, they had some massive balls actually, just going out there and performing in clown suits. That's one thing I never understood with that one performance. But at the end of the day, it is Len, so it's like, you know what I mean. They're very unpredictable, especially with their live performances.
Oh, 100%. Like, it was all the most bonkers shit ever. That was the Mike Bullard show. And that was a Drunk House Monster.
Yeah, and that show didn't last very long either. I think it only lasted for, I think, about maybe like a half a season, unfortunately.
Yeah, the Mike Bullard show in Toronto. Yeah, it was totally only like half a year.
Like when I actually bring up like that like performance to my friends, they're like, who the hell is Mike Bullard?" And I'm like, "Look, dude, you had to be there to see it. You had to be there to see it. It was like you turn on the TV, you blink, unfortunately, you miss it."
Oh, well, it's the same as mine, right? If you blink, you lost it.
But also, in 1999, yourself, along with 24 others, actually flew to Daytona Beach to film one of the most popular music videos of the 90s titled Steal My Sunshine. I was wondering if you can tell our listeners about that trip. And of course, what was it like partaking in that music video? Because, you know what I mean? Obviously, 24 individuals on a plane from Canada all the way to Florida. In 1999, we already know you guys party just like that here.
Yeah, well, we every day we got up, we went to 7-Eleven, we bought a 66er of gin, and then we mixed it with 7-Up. That's all you gotta know.
I also I remember being heard as well that you guys broke the elevator, bringing up so much liquor to the hotel room.
Yes, that's true too. You heard right.
Because well, I idea years ago, but I know people can edit that. But I was kind of like being like, how can these people break an elevator by bringing liquor? But then I'm just like sitting there, I'm like, he did have over $100,000 to film a video, so you know that can be a lot of liquor.
It wasn't because of the liquor. It was because the fucking elevator actually wanted to break at that point.
But one of the last Len questions I have, man, was another music video you guys actually filmed, and that it wasn't in Florida, of course. It was actually in Toronto, if I'm not mistaken. But it was actually called "Feelin' All Right." That actually had a cameo by Danny Masterson, which everybody knows is Hyde of that '70s show. I was wondering, what was it like filming that particular music video? And of course, did you get the opportunity to meet Hyde?
Oh yeah, he was my good ass friend at that point. He was all of our good ass friends. He's an awesome guy, Danny Masterson. He at that point was just we met him. We had done a show in Bermuda for MTV, and he also had been doing down there some show at MTV. So we met him there. We also met Ja Rule there too at the same fucking time. But we met him there, and then he was like, "Yo, I love you guys. We should hang out next time." And we're like, "Okay, cool." Then I was like, "Yo, we should get him in the video, Mark." And Mark was like, "Yo, let's get him in the video." And then he was in the video. So it all worked out good, right?
And I gotta say, that was actually a good choice, because back in those times, I believe that '70s show was just coming on the air, and the popularity was freaking huge for that show. So that definitely, in my personal opinion, was a right move to actually get a cameo from Danny.
Yeah, exactly.